Shalom, everyone. This week we're going to discuss Parshas Noach. So we had creation, and the 10th generation is Noah. If until Noah all human beings were created with webbed hands, Noah is the first one who has dexterity. His fingers are separate. And whereas all of humanity has started worshiping many things, not only God, Noach is faithful. He is serving Hashem. And all around him, people are stealing from one another. And Hashem is so upset. Hashem says, I have to wipe out the planet. We have to hit a reset button. And Noach sticks to his guns. Even though everyone around him has shifted, Noach is the same Noach. Ish tzaddik tamim haya b'dorotav. Even in such a generation, Noach was faithful. Noach was honest. Even though other people were robbing him, stealing from him, he didn't start stealing. And he brings up his family with his values, his three sons, Shem, Ham, and Yefet. And God commands him, I'm going to destroy earth in 120 years. Start building an ark. So Noah builds this miraculous ark that is somehow going to fit 7 of the pure species, the pure animals, and pairs of the impure animals. And when the 120 years are up, humanity has been asking Noah, what you doing? What you building this big ark for? People have been stealing his supplies. But after all of that, Noah finishes building the ark, and it starts raining. And everyone thinks they're going to attack Noah, and God doesn't let them. There are wild animals all around the ark. The animals have all filed in. Noah has these 3 levels on the ark, right, where he has all the food prepared for the different animals, and he has a storage place for all the waste. And they enter the ark, and then waters come pouring down from above, and the underground streams explode, and water comes out from below, and planet Earth is just decimated. Everything is wiped out. The only living beings are Noah and his wife, his 3 sons and their wives, and the animals that they spared that were in the ark. And our tradition is that during the flood, things shifted in the cosmos. According to some opinions, planet Earth turned on its tilt at that point. Until the flood, Earth was straight. It wasn't tilted on an axis, and every day had 12 hours and 12 nights, and there weren't seasons. But from this point onward, there will be. So after 40 days of rain, the waters have reached their peak. They covered all the mountains. Everything's been wiped out, and no one's in the ark. He's working his head off dealing with all these animals. So almost a year passes until the waters have subsided, and God tells Noah to come out of the ark. And when Noah comes out of the ark, so God makes a treaty with Noah. He shows him the rainbow, and he says, this is the pact that I will never again bring a flood onto planet Earth. And Noah is then given the mitzvah to procreate. It wasn't easy for Noah to come out to a destroyed world. Our sages say there are different people in world history who saw the world built and then saw tragedy, saw everything they built be destroyed, and had to rebuild after the destruction. And Noah is the first example of that. He has to start from scratch. He's alone on the planet, and he does. And he's very successful. But at one point, he needs a break. So he gets drunk. And this is the first or the second story of a person getting drunk in the Torah. According to some opinions, the forbidden fruit was wine. So Noah gets drunk, and his youngest son decides that he should rape or castrate his father because let's make sure there are no more kids around. Let's just divide the world between the 3 of us. And when Noah awakens from his drunken slumber, he realizes, I couldn't have more kids because of him. So he curses Canaan. He curses his son Ham, or his grandson Canaan, and he says the slaves will come from them for future generations. The world develops and evolves, and here we have the description of the 70 nations, 70 offsprings of Noah who will father, each of them, great nations, the 70 nations of the world. And the world decides they're going to appoint the wicked Nimrod as their king, and they unite to build the Tower of Babel, a tower that will unite all of humanity into paganism, burning their children, doing abhorrent acts, all in the name of unity. The one person who's the shining light among all of this is Abraham. And the Torah begins in our Parsha to tell us about how Abraham loses his brother Haran, and he has his orphan niece and nephew, Lot and Sarai, otherwise known as Yiska. He takes them in, and he's taking care of them. And although Abraham, the great genius who will lead the world to monotheism, Although Abraham is one of the greatest human beings that ever lived, the Torah begins with a simple story of how he took care of his niece and nephew when they were orphaned. And this is the Torah's style, so to speak, over and over again. Before the Torah teaches us about great accomplishments, the Torah shows us how people were great within their own personal family. We will continue the story of Avraham next week in Parshat Lech Lecha. See you there. Shabbat Shalom.